everybody. So today we're discussing African myths and folk tales by Carter G. Woodson, the three rival brothers. So my name is Z, and I'm gonna discuss what my summary about the three rival brothers. So it's about these three brothers that were going to a town. They fell in love with the king's daughter. So then while they were going to see the king's daughter, they saw that the king's daughter died. So they gave him the medicine. The third brother gave her the medicine. So then she came back to life, but the three brothers were fighting about who wanted to marry them. So that's what I think about. That's my summary about the story.
Thank you. Very concise. Leah, would you like to share your summary?
It's about the three brothers, and after they wanted to have the daughter, but the king said to find the service. They all find the service, and then after they find they search for a lot of interesting states, and after that, before 3 days, they find out that the king's daughter died. So they went to the king and said that the daughter died, but the brother with the medicine, I told him that I could revive her. So if I could reviewed the daughter and some money. So actually, when he did it, the two brothers was not happy, because the brother said, "Oh, I found out that the daughter king died," and the other brother said that if you I have no a hammock, then we've been walking for 2 weeks. So they all argue. The king said to stop arguing, but it didn't listen. All they care about is to take to the judge. So the judge said, okay, so but the judge then it was a hard question to answer, so they just walk away. They asked the people who's gonna rewards get who's gonna be the daughter, but the people said to they don't know. It was a hard question, so they just walk away, and they cannot ever find the answer. Just gonna get the daughter.
Yes, thank you. A very detailed summary as well. I'm just gonna throw mine in there. So it's about three brothers who have each have so very what I would call gifts from the creator. One has a flying hammock, one has some sort of contraption that he can see into that tells him what happened that day, and one has the medicine that could bring back people from the dead. So these people have these brothers have like three really powerful problem solving tools, and they all want claim to a king's princess. And Carter G. Woodson asked the reader who does the girl belong to? Is it the one who brought her back to life with the medicine? Is it the one who allowed them to fly back to revive her within 3 days? Or is it the one who was able to see into his glass contraption that she had died? So they were able to, they had it in their awareness to do something about it. So I think Carter G. Woodson does a really excellent job by painting that this like dilemma of like who has the rightful claim to this girl. And if you understand racism and white supremacy, you should definitely understand who has who owns the girl, who truly controls the girl. But yeah, and we are left to answer that question: who does the girl belong to? Miss Z, would you like to get us started on your questions and your comments?
Yes. So I have one question. Do you think it's correct that the third brother asked for something to save the daughter's life? Because the third brother asked for like something to give the daughter life. He wanted like money or something. Do you guys think it's correct?
I definitely don't think it's correct that he wanted some sort of compensation to help give that constructive help. He should have been willing to give the constructive help and maybe talked about compensation afterwards, because according to the code, we're supposed to give help when help is needed, and she needed help in the context of that story. I hope I answered the question. Leah, would you like to answer it?
What's the question is again?
Do you think it's correct that the third brother asked for something to save the daughter's life?
Oh yeah, it's correct, because you know that if there's only two brothers that have glass and omega, then it will be dead forever. It will not come alive. With the third brother, the one with the medicine. Yeah, I think it's correct, because if he didn't have the medicine, then then the daughter will not be alive again. It will just be dead.
Interesting. Well, I think it wasn't correct, because I think if someone was like dead and you had a potion, I can just save them automatically. I think I would have just saved them, because like, don't you guys like want to marry her? So you want more money? Like when you get to marry her, you will be like, because you'll have money already, like because the daughter has money. I don't think you need more. Like it should be just about if you love her or something. But I think that is not correct because you should have just saved her. Because I don't think you need more money. But yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Because also, like, the other brothers helped save her too, but they didn't, like, technically get anything from it. You know what I mean? Like, and technically, like, if he gets the daughter and the wealth, then that means that he got all of the, like, he gets all of these things just for doing something that they all did together. So I agree.
I'd agree too, because if he would rather like save him, probably they have cameras, and then they will show the news and the TV and be like, oh, probably those people will know him, and probably they have newspapers and they can know them, and then they will ask him, oh, can you save my wife? Oh, they're gonna ask him. They literally gonna ask the person every time, but he's gonna be bothered by them if he want if he want well if he's not um if he's not, so he should rather save the daughter secretly, because if he will do that, then those people will know, and then ta-da, everyone's gonna bother him.
Thank you. I think you said a lot of everyone's been making a lot of interesting points. Miss Z, would you like to continue with your?
Yeah, I have another question to you. So how would you have resolved the conflict between the brothers? Because like how would you have resolved the fight that they had? Like who would marry the daughter? Who would?
Well, that is an amazing question. Definitely gonna let Z and Lay answer first to hear their thoughts. Go ahead.
You see that why would they have to judge? They could literally just get some money and then ask, and then the daughter will pick who will choose the brothers that he wants. Like, choose who he wants.
I think that I think that they should have asked, because they should have asked the daughter. They should have asked the daughter who she wanted to marry to, because they're just talking about like them, they want to marry, like the three brothers, but they didn't ask the daughter. But I think that I don't I think that they should have asked the daughter because, or yeah, they should ask the daughter. I think that's a good idea.
Yep, I think that's a great suggestion as well. Leia, I wasn't able to catch your answer. Do you mind repeating?
Well, when they should have the money, and there's some money, the three brothers, and then the daughter should have choose which one he wants to marry.
So you had the kind of like the same answer as Z, where we should let the daughter should choose which one she wants to be with. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, I wow, the way to answer your question, Z, I think that the brothers, they all have like, they have such amazing powers. Basically, like one can freaking fly, one can see everything, and one can literally bring back the dead. So I think they shouldn't even be concerned about this one female. Like they could go somewhere else, see what happens, see who needs help, go find two more beautiful females that they could be with, because they could literally fly all around the globe. So I think they should have not been so concerned over it, and I think they should have let the female choose, because under the system of white supremacy, the like the people who really own everyone are racist men and racist women. They own all of the non-white females and all of the non-white males. So we really can't be saying that anyone belongs to us, because we belong to the system of white supremacy until we produce a system of justice. So it was really silly for them to be talking like that and thinking that way. So yeah, I think Z and Leia are definitely correct, and their suggestion that the female should have been able to choose her mate. Really, really great question. Thank you. Thank you, Z. Would you like to share?
Wait, I had a thought about
Oh,
that too.
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I thought everything that everyone said I agreed with, and I didn't even think about it until O5 said it, but like even I mean, I wish the story went into more of their backstory, because I would like to know if those three brothers, are they like rich, or are they also princes of another king or something? Because if they have all of these powers and stuff, yeah, like they could literally probably be kings, and they could probably take that king's kingdom and all this stuff. Like I thought it's interesting that the like what Z's question earlier, that he was even asking for money or for all of the king's wealth to save the the daughter. I just thought that was interesting, because he could like what Leia was saying, he could like go around the world bringing people back to life and like make all this money and stuff, but or not even make a lot of money, just help a lot of people. But they were really just almost kind of selfish, because they only use their powers or their gifts to help themselves, and then they're just fighting over one person when they could have been like saving a lot of people's lives right now.
Yep, exactly. They could be using their time and energy to solve problems and helping people. But in the system of white supremacy, like brothers, siblings, families are trained to not be functional, to not be constructive, to always have like some sort of conflict going on. So in this family and this victim unit of brothers, it's the same thing. No matter like that they have all these gifts, no matter how that they have these magical abilities, they still can't think constructively to do what needs to be done. There's still conflict. So that's why I think this entire book is great, because it doesn't mention racism, white supremacy at all, but it definitely shows you how victims of racism function. Because no matter how much money we have, no matter how much power we think we have, best believe we still have very little we can do about the system of racism, white supremacy. We are complacent to it. We have to do what it says, and because we have to do what it says, and because we have been so brainwashed by it, we're not able to think clearly. So the brothers are not able to think clearly and solve their problems. But I kind of went on a little tangent there. Z, would you like to continue going through your notes?
Yes. I have another question. What do you think happened to the king after he lost his wealth? Because the third brother asked for like money or like anything to save the daughter, and the king gave the third brother all of the wealth, all his money and stuff. So what do you think happened?
Leah, you could just answer all the questions first without me
I think that well, probably they're gonna day or they get or probably they, they could give them some love, or maybe they get married, get a child.
I think he would have been like kind of struggling and stuff. And I feel like the brother, like he had money, so and they said that they went to the judge or something. So like, what is he complaining that he wants to marry somebody? They can obviously just go somewhere else. They're taking too much time on this because they're just fighting for no reason. But yeah, I think what's it called, the king. I think the king. I think he still would have had a good life because he would have been with his daughter, right? Because they didn't really say anything about any of them marrying her. So I think he would have been still with her daughter, but yeah, maybe not living in a palace there or something.
Yeah, I think the king probably isn't a king anymore, because I don't know how you could be a king without, because they didn't say money, they said wealth. And wealth means like all of the land you have, all of the like if you have a palace, all of that, all of the cows or whatever like food that you're making, like that's all your wealth. So the king must have been just after this basically a poor person.
I think that he would have been working a lot though. So he would have never been used to this because then he a king doesn't even have to do a lot of work, right? Let's see, I don't know, but I think he'll still have a good like isn't he with his daughter? But I don't think they would be living in like a big palace though. They would be living like in a small house and stuff.
But the thing
But
is like when she gets married, she would have left him. So he really made like the ultimate sacrifice, because the daughter wouldn't have even lived with him. She would have probably gotten married, and if the brothers weren't bickering and they picked a brother, she would have just moved and lived with wherever the brother lived. You know how the town was like 2 weeks away? So the
wow,
king like really sacrificed a lot for
that's
his daughter
crazy.
to come back to life.
I would have definitely did that though because I don't want anybody to die.
mm.
Would any of you guys do that?
Will any of us do what?
Sack all your wealth and stuff.
Oh, I can't probably if I was ever in that situation, but I think another example, another analogy of white supremacy, the king was never a king to begin with, because a king must be able to protect to dominate and like exert their power and protect their people, and he wasn't able to protect his daughter. So so how is he a king? And he wasn't able to force the brothers to help him without having to give them like all of his wealth. So black people, they can't, non-white people, they cannot be kings or queens, you know. So that's my take on it. And I don't, I think the hopefully the once king is now just working to become more serious and a constructive person to produce a system of justice. And the brothers should also do the same thing, honestly.
I mean, I feel like it's kind of hard to say because, I mean, the book is the setting of the book. I don't even think these people were in contact with white people during the setting of this book.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you're probably correct, but I'm just analyzing it from a counter racist standpoint. So so yeah, so I'm applying racism even though there's no so-called white people inside the story.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Right?
Yeah.
I forgot I was gonna say something, but I was gonna answer Z's question, the other one. I actually wouldn't bring them back to life because you never know if they're actually gonna come back as like the same person, and it's kind of like you're kind of like, I don't know, like playing. I guess like playing God, and maybe like that person had to leave the earth for a reason, and you don't know if they could come back like with a different soul or something. So I don't know. I wouldn't want to take that chance. Sometimes you just have to accept it and kind of learn to grieve.
Wow,
Yeah,
really?
that's a scary power to have. Because now you are playing God, and I think that's why maybe he wanted the wealth and her because he can do something that probably no man walking can do.
Hmm. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, like if you think about it, he could literally be a king and fight in a war and never lose because he could always just raise his army back to life in a day, which is kind of crazy. But anyway, sorry.
No. This is a excellent dialogue. The yeah, Miss Z. And also Leia, if you have any questions or notes you'd like to share, be CRWS's guest.
Why the heck will he arrive with her daughter? You know that people could probably find.
Take your time. 'Cause of-
Do you know that people can like literally find out, and then they're gonna bother the people? They're gonna why he will like really like revive him, but he's gonna but somebody will probably know.
Hmm.
I think he revived her because he's selfish. He wanted her for himself.
So Leia, are you asking a question?
Yes.
Okay.
Why would the man will revive the daughter where somebody will find out?
If he has the power to revive people.
Because if he has the power to revive people, then what does that mean for like everyone else in the town? Are they going to constantly bother him and be like, oh, can you bring my aunt back to life? Oh, can you do this? Can you do that? I think that's what you're saying, right, Leah?
Yes.
Well, I don't think someone who has the ability to bring back people from the dead. It like I think Ash brought up some interesting points about the effects, like how it could be probably incorrect to do that because we have some incorrect effects. But if he wants, if he has that ability, I don't think he should hide it from people. Um, because it's really useful if people want to use it. So people are gonna find out, and people will definitely ask him for help. And but also like that question brings into line another thing about this story is that it could also be about how when you try to like change like fate, death, destiny, because when a person dies, that it's supposed to be that's it, but the king tried to fight death, and through him fighting death, he lost his wealth, and he lost his daughter. He's losing his daughter to other well, I guess he's not losing his daughter, but yeah, he definitely lost his wealth. So maybe we're not supposed to try to fight, go against death in that way. But I hope I answered your question.
Yes.
Z, would you like to get us well, keep us rolling with your questions, comments?
Yeah. Well, I think this is my last one. How do you think the daughter died?
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't.
I know. Probably the wife died. Probably the wife died, but when one of the three brothers wasn't here before, her wife died. So somebody hit the daughter. Or probably the king adopt the daughter.
What if like maybe she was getting so like
Um,
sorry, maybe she died maybe because she like got really depressed because all of them was getting like keep on asking her, and she was maybe trying to talk about it, but like she never got to, so she was getting depressed. Maybe that's why. Oh, and I have another question too.
go Lay. I think I may have heard Lay trying to chime in, but if not, then go ahead with your next question.
Well, probably the queen does not want to those three boys to marry the daughter. Probably he just jump off the roof and kill himself.
Mm.
Do I just say my next question now?
Uh-huh. Well, hold on, Lay. I kind of want Lay to get kind of explain a little bit more on what she just said. Like you said the king was did what now?
Probably the queen.
Okay, the queen. Oh, okay, the queen. Okay.
Does not want those three boys to marry the daughter. So probably he just jump off the roof and kill himself.
Oh wow, that's a really interesting theory. Really interesting theory for sure. Thanks for sharing. Z, do you have any more questions for us?
Yeah, I have one more question. It's who is the one person who didn't talk in the book? Who do you guys think is the one person who didn't talk in the book?
The daughter.
Like in the whole.
The daughter. It's the daughter. It's the daughter. It's the daughter. The daughter didn't talk for the whole book.
I agree. She didn't talk, and I was like, "Why are you not talking?" Maybe that's what she got so upset.
How did y'all feel about the daughter not talking?
I don't like that. I don't like how she just let all these people like just say I want you and like you have to deal with it or something. Like just say like you have to say who you actually want to marry. Because like all of them are saying like they want to marry her, but they're not asking her. Like ask her. It's so mean and rude. I don't like.
I think what you're saying is making a lot of sense. Lay, do you have any comments to share in regards?
Oh, I do. It's this daughter. It's that. Or sign that you cannot talk with the stick in it. Oh no. Probably he's deaf that he cannot talk.
Maybe.
I mean he probably is deaf, you know. Deaf that he cannot talk.
And you're talking about the queen right now, right? The princess, the one who was
Princess.
yeah, okay, because I keep hearing a he, but okay, I got it now.
I think. Oh, were you gonna say something? Oh, five.
Oh no, ma'am.
Okay, so like where my family's from in Ghana, like in especially in the past, when a woman wants to, or a female wants to get, or is old enough, they will go, a couple guys will go to their house and they will say, oh, I have 3 cows and this and my family has this much money, or we have this house, so I want to marry your daughter. And then a bunch of different families will do it, and then the parents, usually just the dad, sometimes the dad and the mom, will pick the person and they won't ever tell the daughter like who they're picking for them. They basically are picking whoever is going to give them, it's called a dowry or a bride price. So it's basically the price that they're going to pay to marry the daughter. And that's why in the beginning the dad asked for a servant, because that was like his bride price to pay for the daughter. It's not, I don't think it's a good thing. I think it's not a good thing at all. But just to add like kind of like some history to why it's like that. But I just thought that the story literally has someone coming back to life and you never even get to hear about how that makes her feel. Like if she's happy, like how she felt when she came back to life or
Or if she
anything.
wanted to die.
Yeah, like if she wanted to come back to life. So I thought that there was a lot of the story that they could have added, because I think it's really interesting what the daughter went through.
And they literally like didn't make the daughter talk at all. So she had so many emotions. I feel so bad for her.
Really, really interesting perspectives to say the least. Would have liked to hear from the female as well, about what it was like on the other side, but in a system of white supremacy, it's really rare for victims to be able to get constructive information from each other because of all the nonsense we've been trained to involve ourselves with. So of course we don't hear from the princess, because when she was awakened, when she was up, no one tries to chime in with her. Any more comments from anyone before I ask my couple of questions?
No, not for me.
No, 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 no.
Black Salam. So my question is, what is the problem in this story, and how was it solved?
The problem is that they didn't know her feelings, even though the daughter should pick who's gonna marry, and the daughter needs to talk to stand upright. That's what the problem is. Well, how they solve it? How they solve it?
No. How was it solved? Not how to solve it. How was it solved, if it was even solved?
It's gonna be bad. They all gonna be sad like this. They're gonna be sad and mad at the same time, and they're gonna walk home, and they're gonna feel disappointed by themselves, cause they did all that for nothing, all this stuff for nothing. They revived the daughter. They did all this stuff. They did all service. They had the front service. They did all this stuff to not marry this, to not pick who is gonna marry the daughter.
I think that, like, so basically they were like all trying to marry her, and then they gone through all this with her dying and them going back to life, the third brother getting all the stuff and wealth, and then in the end nothing was solved. I basically said like nothing was solved because the judge said that he walked away because it was not solvable or something. And it says like no one knows who the daughter belongs to. And I guess there's no solving. And it says that they're fighting about it, and the judge didn't do anything about it. So they're still fighting about it. So basically now their whole life is just gonna fight, never talk, and the daughter is already gonna be, the princess is already gonna be with somebody else, and they're gonna be all sad. And so it's because you wasted all that time making her back to life, wasting your powers and stuff. When you like, and then in the end you didn't get anything, or well, like the third brother gets something, but like you know what I mean, like they didn't get like the daughter's marriage, because that's what they basically wanted. And they did their powers and stuff. At least the girl can stay alive, if she even wanted to stay alive. But yeah, there was nothing solved. I didn't like the ending, because now there's nothing solved. I'll tell you, they're still fighting through this day. But
No, yeah, I think you may have muted yourself, Z. But thanks for that insight and dialogue. Leia, did you answer the question? I think you
Yes.
okay, I thought you had. Yeah, I would agree. There was no solution. There's no solutions, and this and the story. The only solutions presented are the ones that we came up, that are the ones that we would suggest to the three brothers and the king and the princess. But just to confirm, another question for you ladies are who does the girl belong to?
I think the girl. I think the girl shouldn't belong to anybody. But like, cause like they all did everything equal. Cause like if there would have never been, she would have still been dead if the guy didn't look through the glass, and like they would have took weeks and weeks, and she would have died already until like, but like they flew or teleported in that thing, the hammock, or yeah, that, and then like they never would have made her alive. It's like third brother would have made her alive for like, yeah. So I think she doesn't. I don't think she belongs to anybody because I don't like. I think I don't think she belongs to anybody. I was gonna say her dad, but aren't your parents like supposed to guide you through life, not make your decisions for you? But like, I think she should. I don't think she belongs to anybody.
Okay.
I agree. There are the terrible men in the whole wide world.
Oh, MJ.
Did you see that they have those things? He found a wife, but look at it. They argue, but behind the daughter, the king daughter, behind them, boy, if they see them arguing, then this woman should not marry them because they arguing.
So who do you think that she belongs to, Leia?
Nobody.
Understood. And then yeah, I would agree that in a system of justice, the female princess in the story wouldn't belong to anyone. But unfortunately, in the system of racism, white supremacy, all females and all males belong to the system of white supremacy, belong to our racist mothers and racist fathers who are racist men and racist women. So thank everyone for their for answering the question. Was there any other comments that folks would like to share, or should we get into closing comments?
I have a question or a couple of questions / thoughts.
Oh, but go ahead, please. See.
One of mine was which of the 3 gifts would you have, and how would you use it to help produce justice?
I'll let the ladies go first.
I know. I pick the medicine. Like I want my what's it called? What is I want DMC back. I want all those singers that who passed away. I want it back. I want it back. I want it back.
Oh my god. Oh, understood. Continue. Please continue. Please elaborate. Elaborate means to like just explain more further.
Because they're a good singer. They could but those ones that will kill them should be in the reserve jail. Because look, they're a good singer.
So which singers did you say again you would bring back with your powers?
DMX.
Who was DMX? Oh, that one.
Yeah, DMX. Oh, okay.
Like you listen to him. Okay. Anyway, In my opinion, I would like to have the hammock because I feel like I could travel anywhere for free. I don't have to spend money to travel. Um,
Mm.
it'll just be a great experience to travel the world.
Mm-mm. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Miss Z, what about
I
you?
think I would like the glass because can't you look like you can look like in the can you look in the future? I feel like you can look in the future because he knew that she was gonna die, right?
No,
Okay,
you could only look in the past.
you only can look in the
I-
past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I think I will get the ham. I think the ham is a good idea because like everybody's like in like trouble or like anything like something's happening or something. Like I'll just teleport or fly. I think the hammock teleports or something. Fly or teleport. I can just go over there and then just go on my hammock and we can leave. And if the hammock turns into a spaceship, then we can just go to Mars or something. So yeah. But if it doesn't, then it's fine. But I think it would be good because then I can like if people don't have cars, I can just like take them places.
Mm.
I think it'll be good, and I don't have to if I have like a big hammock, then I can just take a lot of people to like places that they're not allowed or something if we don't have a passport or something. We can just fly over, like so then we can just go to another country. I think that's a good one.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree that all the answers have been really black-excellent, really interesting. Miss Ash, would you like to answer the question before I chime in on it?
Sure. Actually, I don't know. I can't choose between the hammock and the medicine because I could get the medicine and then I could at least like bring back a lot of the Black people who have died, because every time a Black person dies under white supremacy, it's a murder because the system killed them. And so I could at least bring them back and there would be at least more effective numbers. Or I could use the hammock to be able to travel to a lot of places to talk to people, so that the more people I could like be able to talk to people around the world easy, like more easily, and I don't have to like use like my phone or an email that people could read.
Yeah, I think that those are great answers and really logical the mental dilemmas to think about when deciding on which powers one would choose. I would definitely choose the hammock, fly around the globe, telling people about racism, white supremacy, what it is, and how it works. I think that would be really constructive in getting our effective numbers in. I would fly around trying to give constructive help and share information about racism, white supremacy. Um, I can't choose the medicine. I don't want to play God. I don't want to delve into that. But yeah, not judging anyone who did choose that one. Should Miss Ash, any more questions, comments for us?
Oh, sorry, I had one, but I forgot. So we can just go to closing comments. It's okay.
Uh, Z and Leia, can you guys get us started with our closing comments?
I'll start. Well, I really like this book. I think we did a lot of good questions and answers. And I think this book is pretty interesting, but I think that the daughter should speak more and that the daughter should have been the one to talk and say who she wanted to marry. And I think that it should not have that ending because I don't like that ending where like nothing happened, nothing changed, everyone's just fighting for her. I don't like that ending, but yeah, I think that's a good book though. It's pretty interesting. I like everyone's answers and questions.
Miss Lay,
I like the story. It's good. It's just that I think that they should not argue about the daughter. The daughter should have been speaking more. The queen should have been there. And why the king give him some money? They could just literally get a job, earn money, instead of asking people some money.
alrighty. I forgot. I just wanted to get to make sure that everyone, Lay and Z, you guys are understanding this book in the context of racism, white supremacy. So, well, just given from everything we talked about and understanding racism, white supremacy, who does every non-white person in this story belong to?
The white man.
And white woman as well. Z, who does
Can you say the question again?
who does everyone in this story belong to?
The white man and woman.
And who are white? Who are these people? What do they? What are they? What's a codified word to call them
White
instead of?
supremacist? White supremacist?
Exactly.
Conspiracy.
Exactly. So white man and white woman together, they operate what?
The world. The
And well,
coldest world.
Oh my.
that's correct. What else do they operate? Lay and Z?
White supremacy?
Exactly. And through that operation, they control and dominate all of us. So thanks for answering the questions. Closing comments. That was my closing comment, just making sure the girls have that understanding. Miss Johnson, Miss Ash, would you like to share closing comments?
I really like the story. It was more of just thinking and asking questions because it ended the story with a question. So it's more of like a brain teaser as opposed to what would you do in that predicament or that situation. But the story was really insightful.
Yeah, I thank you. I agree. It is like some sort of brain puzzle. If you're not looking at the story as closely as we are, you may just one could just be concerned of who does the princess belong to? Is it the one who flew there? Is it the one who knew about it, or is it the one who saved there? So, but we're looking at it at a much deeper level. So, and great closing, Miss Ash.
Oh, I agree with what Miss Johnson said. I feel like I like that it ended with a question. And I think too, like, it was kind of meant to show how everyone was really short-sighted, and that there were like the problem was bigger than even the whole idea about them like getting married and stuff. Yeah, I agree with what Lay and Z were saying, that it would have been nice to hear the princess's perspective. Overall, it was a really good discussion. It's like the story is really short, but we ended up like really I guess analyzing it in a lot of different ways, which I think means that the story is pretty interesting and has a lot to say.
Well said, and I most certainly agree. Thanks again to our other participants and all the Blackcellent, Blacktastic, Blacktacular insight and comments that were shared. Most certainly, we'll be doing this again. So I'm gonna adjourn there. Thanks again, everyone.
Can you just wait for a second?
Oh yeah, go ahead, Miss Leia.
Mommy's getting my tennis switch. Ask her. Just give me a second. Hold on. And please don't end the video. To end it when she brought it.
Say, Miss Leia, I weren't able to hear you.
My mom is bringing my tennis switch back to ask her.
Oh yeah, you can end it.
Oh.